How do you assess the French draft negotiation framework for North Macedonia, positive or bad?
I think France is doing all what it can to try to find an issue and to get these negotiations for North Macedonia to really get started, because we know that we've been in a stage of blockage in sort of a deadlock for years, and France is partly responsible for it because it, as you know, it had vetoed some years ago the starting of those negotiations. But I think now it really wants them to start and to be helpful in this regard and to try to find the best diplomatic solution for this. We know that there are some. It's difficult for both countries, both for Bulgaria and for North Macedonia, to overcome this. And I think France is trying to play a role of an honest broker between both countries to try to get them agree and to try to get at the end of the day, to get those negotiations for accession of North Macedonia, to get them started. I really believe today that France deeply wants these negotiations for most North Macedonia and Albania to get started. It's about time.
Macedonian Prime Minister Kovacevski in Brussels said no merci, no thank you for the proposal in this form. He said that it's not acceptable for the Macedonian government to introduce identity issues and also to have first two intergovernmental conferences with EU. Do you think that this red line from the Macedonian government is the right move?
I don't want to say what is the right, what is in the best interest of North Macedonia. I think the North Macedonian government can make up its own opinion for itself. What I do understand from the French point of view is that France, because it is holding until the end of the week the presidency of the Council of the EU, knows that it must try to get parties, that is Bulgarian party and then North Macedonia party, to find an agreement. We don't have, I don't think, in France a particular position for or against any other party, because all that we know is that to become a member of European Union, you have to be in reconciliation with your neighbors. It was already, I know, the case with Greece, when North Macedonia managed to find a solution there. And I know it was a big step for North Macedonia to change the very name of the country in order to do this. There was a friendship partnership broken with, dealt with Bulgaria in 2017. So I think there is France wants the negotiations to get started. They know that it's in the interest of North Macedonia, and I think the government must really consider what is its best interest at the end of the day. Is it to stick in a deadlock with Bulgaria, or is it to get the negotiations started with accession for the EU? And I think that's really probably its best strategic interest, is to try to move forward. Otherwise, we will turn this around and around. When you are a member of the EU, anyways, you always have to protect minorities of your country. Ukraine will have to protect the Russian-speaking minority, and will also have language issues to deal with, because it will also have to protect its minority from Hungary. And every time you become a member of the EU, you have to protect the national minorities that live on your territory. And so it requires definitely, I think, a lot of effort from any government in order to be in this position of protection for its minorities.
Is there any space or desire in the next couple of days for Paris to set things in the right way and not that in the way that will not hurt Macedonian people?
This time, I think the ambassador, the French ambassador in Skopje, would be more could comment this more than me. I know that the French presidency is and will be ending in now less than 3 days, and then I'm sure the Czech Republic will, which will be doing the upcoming presidency, will be also helpful. Again, the real purpose for France is to try to find a solution to get the negotiations started for North Macedonia with the EU. I don't think it has a specific interest whether for or against Bulgaria or for or against North Macedonia. It's just trying to find the best diplomatic solution. But then, yes, if it's possible to achieve a miracle in 48 hours, then I think it will be up to the Czech presidency to try its best.